Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is straight out of Boston, aka the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode 16 of the Out of the Park Baseball Series here with the Portland Mavericks. And today we're into the playoffs. We won 106 games. There was no real drama at the end of the year, like a push for a playoff spot or anything. We won the division by 13 games, and the Dodgers got into the wild card by another 10 games. So we finished 23 games ahead of the spot we would have had to finish and to miss the playoffs. And yeah, there was no real race for anything, so just decided to skip that part of it and get right into the playoffs. So we'll wrap up and show how everyone did to end off the year. We are fully healthy, except for Peterson, of course. But yeah, we got Rendon and Russell back. Russell actually got back and then immediately got hurt again, but he ended off the year pretty strong. All his numbers dipped in the last week or so, but still 917 OPS, was probably our best player when healthy. 4 wins above replacement in a little over half a season, or at least our best offensive player. But yeah, we'll start out with the pitching. Strasburg and Moore, dominant per usual. Wheeler won 17 games. Barnes, not the best year out of him, and in fact, you'd almost give consideration to starting Rodon over him in that Game 4 spot, because he was so good to end off the year. It was pretty cool to see him flash some signs of what we all think he can become, and that could be, I don't know, that's a spot up for grabs, that 4th starter spot. We'll see what happens. The lineup really took form, or shaped the form after everyone got healthy. Gary Sanchez heated up and ended up finishing the year with an OPS just shy of 800, and he ended up getting 27 home runs. Rosal Herrera ended off the year hitting 300 as usual. He seems to always do that. Cicchini, another 4-win season. I think he had 4 wins above replacement last year too. Yeah, 4.1. So another really good year out of him, and he's become an elite defensive first baseman. Rendon finished off the year, despite missing 20, 30, 25 games or whatever, was still a very good player for us, and it'll be interesting to see what we do with him. The money next year gets a little high, and we do have some players who have improved in our farm system, like Chavis and Mountcastle, so we'll see what happens there. I already touched on Russell. Jackie Bradley Jr., I've always said it, if he gives us this exact season 10 times out of 10, I'll take it. He's not a superstar, but his exceptional defense combined with his high OBP skills and his just ability to get on base make him a very, very good player and a very valuable player for us. Nick Williams played really well for us at the end of the year. Ended up OPSing over 800 for us and 3.5 wins above replacement. So very, very good. And Piscotty finished off the year. He was all right. Wasn't great. Wasn't terrible. So it wasn't bad, I guess. And then Lambo had a pretty good year off the bench. I wonder what Olt's splits were. Did he hit lefties well again this year? Yep, as usual. So that's it's almost a bench platoon. And both those guys play multiple positions. So it'll be fun to utilize in the postseason. Even Fowler, in just shy of 100 at bats, still gave us some pretty good offensive production for those 100 at bats. And we got Cabrera on the team over Mercer and Rocky Gale. Maybe we'll have another postseason grand slam for us. But all right, we're gonna take on. Actually, let's take a look at the playoff picture. We'll skip ahead today, and we can take a look at who made the playoffs. Most pitching wins was Strasburg. He won 21 games, I think. Yeah, 21 games. Yep, we got to set our playoff roster and all that good stuff. Yelich won the batting title. Thought about going after him in a trade, but he was making too much money. Oh, this is Colin Yelich, not even Christian. Wow, a 1-star player hit 329. Wow, okay. Anyway, see, I think our postseason roster pretty much set. I don't think we have to change anything. I think we only have 25 guys eligible. Yeah, so we're all set there. And let's see who we face. Or we'll take a look at the playoff coverage. So we got Chicago and KC, and the Dodgers, Cubs, and Kershaw. Yeah, I think I know who's winning that. Okay, never mind. The Cubs. Well, they won 9. Okay, well, the Cubs won 99 games, so not even sure if I should be excited to face them. Their ridiculous farm system has come to fruition a little bit. And the White Sox, the team that spends $1 zillion in free agency. Congrats on making your second round. Take on the Twins, Tampa Bay, Texas. That's a playoff rematch from a couple years ago. Tampa Bay only won 82 games, and they had to win a 1-game playoff to get here. That's pretty funny. Chicago, Portland. I think that's the yeah, it's the first and third best record in the NL. Against the second and the fifth best, with the Pirates just winning that division by a game. They will take on the Phillies. So it's a very spread out league, I would say. But yeah, we're gonna go 4-man rotation to start, and I guess I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give Barnes that game for at least the first time around. But if he struggles, I'll go to Rodon, and I'm gonna use Rodon out of the pen, I think. Cubs roster, let's take a look at it. Very good position players: Soler, Baez, Bryant. No surprise there. Baez making the proper adjustments. Second base, still have Anthony Rizzo. Brendan Rodgers looks like he was. I mean, Addison Russell was never on the Cubs in the series, but looks like he was that effective replacement. No more Starlin Castro. They dealt him away. Jordan Hankins. I guess maybe their pitching is where they're weak. Mike Minor's their ace, so I think that's something we can take advantage of. We definitely can outpitch them. The question is more, can they hit our pitching, sort of. I think we have the better staff, but I think the lineups, maybe they might have an edge. So, all right, we'll get right into game one. It'll be Steven Strasburg versus, I'm not even sure who, maybe Mike Minor, but yeah, I guess it will be Mike Minor. All right, and yeah, the top, look at that first four. That is scary. And a couple 800 OPSs right after that. So this will be an interesting test, strength on strength here. But home playoff game in Portland. See if we can get it done in game one with our ace on the mound, Steven Strasburg. It's 2-1 through 4. Still not 2-2. They've got 7 hits off Strasburg's 89 pitches. We'll let him go the 7th. All right, he gets through 7 strong. Wasn't his best performance, but certainly wasn't his worst. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We know who our closer is, but past that, we don't know too much. And this isn't something I thought about probably enough. I almost want to use Rodon in this spot. I mean, he's just been so good for us. Maybe we'll use Rondon. I don't know. I mean, Rondon. It seems like Rondon Chapman's the way to go, but I think using Carlos Rodon in this spot maybe is our best idea. All right, Strasburg's at 98 pitches. We'll go till runners in scoring position. I actually give us the 8th, so that's good. That helps that spot a little bit at least. We'll go to Axford in the 9th. Okay, they got a couple hits, but nothing much. Only 11 pitches. Gets us 2 innings. Now to the 11th. So here we'll go with Carlos, and we'll get Rondon and Chapman up next, but we'll see if Carlos can give us a couple innings here. Alright, he's been pretty good out of the pen. We won't use him too much, but we know he can give us multiple innings. We'll go to Bruce now. They have 13 hits. Alright, on to Chapman. This is getting a little crazy. I guess we'll get Odorizzi up. There we go, a 2-run home run. Who did it come from? Piscotty to win the game. All right, so big walk-off there. That was the first walk-off I've had in this series. So we are in this entire, like, you guys know what I mean when I say this series. Excuse me. All right, so we'll get into game 2. We'll have Matt Moore against Brett Marshall, who had a 3.08 ERA this year. Looks like he's pretty good for them. They have Nicholas Shumpert starting over Anthony Rizzo today, and they move Soler down. So a bit of a lineup shakeup, it looks like. Interesting to see in just game 2. They had plenty of hits last game, just couldn't get them in when it counted, but maybe a shift to the middle of the lineup can help that out. They got 2 so far. Ooh, but we answer right back. 3-2 now. Moore's got to shut him down. 4-2. He's got a lead to work with. 99 pitches. Probably should have been a little bit more careful here, but yeah, Carlos, we're going to give him the day off. We will go to probably Bruce or Chapman if Moore runs into trouble here. He's got a 2-run lead to work with. All right, so 2 men on. He's at 109 pitches, so we're going to go to our righty, Bruce Rondon. With the tying run on first base, Wilson Contreras up, Soler on deck. Couple righties do up here. Makes sense to go with Bruce. Contreras is 0 for 3 today. Swung on little flare out toward right. Piscotty's got it. 2 away. Bryant heading to third. And he's out! Ooh, Piscotty throws him out. Bryant tries to go to third with 2 outs. Probably not a great decision there. And we get a double play, so we'll get Axford up now. He's going to be a little bit tired after yesterday, but he's got a 2-run lead to work with. Can he close it out? Yes, he can. Alright, so he picks up his first save of the postseason. And we take a 2-0 series lead heading back to Chicago. We'll play in Wrigley Field, where it will be Zach Wheeler, who had, I wouldn't say the best year of his career. He's had a couple good years before this, but another lineup shakeup. I wonder if it's a righty-lefty thing. I think it's a Rizzo righty-lefty thing. They move Soler back to the 2 spot and put Rizzo back at 6. Yeah, that's just got to be a righty-lefty thing. So, alright. Ty Blatch will be on the mound for the Cubs today. Portland takes an early 2-0 lead. Wheeler strong so far. Ooh, yeah, I always say that. Something happens. They got Hector Rondon in already. Alright, so 6 innings. We'll get someone up at this point. Rodon. I don't want to overextend him. I think we'll get Chapman and Heath Hembry up. Hopefully Wheeler can give us the 7th, though. If not, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Alright, so he gives us that big 7th. Now, 4-2, 1 lefty up. So we'll go, well, yeah, because it's a pinch hitter, right? Yeah, it's Jordan Hankins, so we will, it's not a pinch hitter, they double switched at some point. So we're going to go Chapman here. Just hopefully for this one batter, and then we'll give Rondon the next 2. Line drive out to right center. Ooh, that's a base hit. Alright, so we'll turn it over to Bruce, or not Rondon, Hembry. Axford looks like he's good to go. Let's see if Hembry can get through this. Former Cub, ooh, and he blows it. So 4-4 now. Top of the 9th. We'll do a little batter by batter action here. Steven Piscotty up. He's got no for going. Line drive to short left, and that's a base hit. Piscotty's on his first hit of the day. I think we're going to go with Everth Cabrera here. Piscotty's a fine base runner, but like a little bit of, or you can get a little bit more dynamic on the base paths. We're going to try and steal here on Contreras. I'm not going to force it, but it looks like Cabrera's going, and he's safe, so we got a man on second. Now, Gary Sanchez has struggled this postseason. Do we bunt here? I think we'll let Sanchez swing away. Sanchez steps in the box. He's over 3 today, and they're gonna walk him. All right, so that'll bring up Bradley. We're definitely gonna pinch it for Hembry when he gets up, unless we get a triple play here. No throw, since he had no chance for the out, and it's an infield hit. All right, so the bases are loaded, and we're gonna have to use another outfielder anyway. So it makes all the sense in the world to put Lambo in and let him pinch hit here against. Oh, probably. Dang it! I knew. All right. Well, we'll let Lambo hit against lefty. I should have gone Holt here. I just thought they had a righty in, but that's my mistake. Oh, okay. Okay, so wild pitch drives in the run. All right, now Lambo digs in, so it might not even matter. Down he goes swinging, so that's 1 away now for Nick Williams. They bring in a new pitcher, Sean Marshall. See if Williams can get it done here. Just try to get one up in the air, maybe get a sac fly or something. Now he's 1 for 4 today with the double. Williams swinging a miss strike there. That's a big strikeout. Now Cicchini. Yeah, we're very lefty dominant here in this part of the lineup. Hot shot on the ground, straight up the middle. It's in a center field. That's going to score 1. Bradley's going home, and he scores. It's a 2-run single for Garen Cicchini. That makes it 7-4. So we'll just skip the rest of this inning, and we will put Axford in and put Lambo. Oh, whoops! I meant to put Lambo in right. All right. Well, hopefully it won't matter. That was my mistake, but we'll put Fowler in right then. I don't think it's gonna matter. Fowler can. We cannot really play right field. But you know who can play right field is Garen Cicchini. I mean, not Garen Cicchini, Jackie Bradley. So we'll do that. And Axford sends us to the NLCS, our first postseason win in franchise history. And we'll see what we'll be taking on. It is 2-1 now. Philadelphia over Pittsburgh in a bit of a surprise. Tampa Bay beats Texas. That's a big surprise. Minnesota with the 2-1 lead over Chicago. Philadelphia wins. Chicago ties it up at 2. And Chicago moves on, so it'll be Chicago and Tampa Bay, another postseason rematch from, I think, 2008. In the ALCS, and in the NLCS, it will be the Mavericks and the Phillies. All right, so come back next time for that. And until then, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.